Hi, this is Glenda. The next faux finish I thought that we could try at our group with little or no mess would be faux metal and rusty cogs. So in its absolute simplest form, the faux metal is simply metal sticky tape. You put it onto your cardboard and run that through an embossing folder, and then I put a bit of rub and buff on it, which barely shows but it tones it down a little bit, and then I've got the rusty gears on here, and I'll quickly show how I've done that, and I'll just slot that in here. So just to quickly show how I'm making these rusty gears, I've just cut out a whole lot of gears out of black cardboard, and there's absolutely nothing to these. It's a super simplified version. Just put some Versamark on the gear, and I've got distress embossing powders. Not sure if I've got all three in camera, but I've got a brown and a green and a grey. Oh, I think it's weathered wood. So the camera cut out, of course. Just put a sprinkle of the 3 different distress embossing powders. And heat set that. Just find it so hard to tell whether distress embossing powder's gone off or not. Anyway, my ink gold I haven't used for a while, so hopefully it will re-moisten overnight. I've put some water in it and a baby wipe. Keep adding water. We haven't been using it, but just rub a little bit of ink gold on, and we've got our really rustic distressed gear. So that's all there is to that. And then I also used the old Jalopy die that used to be everywhere and now you hardly ever see it, but I dug that out and I've made several cards with just the same technique, where I die cut it and embossed it, and it's just the tape stuck onto cardboard. Normally with this sort of thing you do your die cutting and then you're embossing, but I found with this particular die that it actually worked better. Well, this was the third one I did, because it's actually got little marks on it to show where some of these pieces go and to sort of highlight them a bit. So it actually worked better to do the embossing and then the die cutting with this one, but that is the exception to the rule. So that was the next faux finish. So I think after this I'll probably just do a little roundup of different finishes and leave it at that. But hopefully these are all non-messy and a little bit interesting, and these in particular lend themselves to a more masculine card. So thanks for watching this little faux finish.